Hey there, good morning. Just getting everything framed up and ready to go. Would love to check in with you. Who's here? See that some of you are on already. Who is here? What's your name? Where are you from? Okay, that looks good. So there's a little chat box on the side here. Please let me know who's here, where are you from. I would love to check in these moments before we get started. It's good to be here with you, as always. Al, yay! Missed you last week. Glad to have you here. How's the weather there in Silver Lake, Al? It's actually sunny today. It's been overcast and oh, hi, Mom. Good morning. For practice this morning, you might want a couple blocks, kind of per usual. If you tend to use blocks in your practice, it might be a good reason to grab them for your practice today. If you don't usually use them, we won't be using them specifically. So, just FYI. Oh, hey, Molly. Oh, what a wonderful surprise. So good to see you. I would love to hear from the rest of you. Who else is here? Who else is here? Where are you from? Also, what's the weather like where you are? Always so curious about that. Connecting from so many different places. You could share the favorite thing. So your favorite thing that you're reading, your favorite TV series or movie that you've watched. You can share anything really. Just check in.
It's currently partly cloudy and 57 degrees now. Expect clear skies.
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but Siri on my iPad is telling me that what the weather's like. It picked up on my question about what the weather is like. Okay, hold on. So I will wait at least a couple more minutes to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to get in. Oh yeah, I started watching that. I'm not finished with it yet. It is good. It is really good, Molly. I'm gonna make sure that my iPad isn't picking up on questions. Seriously. It's party. Yeah, silence. No, it's okay. It's mine. It's supposed to rain in LA. Oh my. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Layla. Hi, Laura. Wonderful, Donna. Yay. Sunny and getting warm. Ho hum. I like it, Al. So we'll wait just another minute to make sure that everyone who wants to join has an opportunity to get in. I always wait a little bit just to make sure, and then we'll get rolling. Thanks for getting up early if you're in my time zone. Prop list, a couple blocks if you want to have blocks handy. Otherwise, don't worry because we won't be using them explicitly. We'll be looking at a couple of kind of what are called belly down backbends today. We'll be working up toward a couple of different shapes. So think quadricep stretching, a little bit of spinal extension, not any super, super deep back bends, but we'll be working some back bends today. Okay. So make sure you have everything set up. And we're on the countdown now. We're gonna get started. I think we better get started. We only have a limited amount of time and so much to do. So go to your mats. I'll go to mine. I'm gonna take a sip of water before we get started. Ready, set. I like it, Layla. Without further ado, let's get rolling. Come to the top of your mat. Bring your feet and legs all the way together to touch. We'll start with a few rounds of Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale deeply to prepare. Exhale, empty out completely. Create a light tone at the back of your throat. Tone and lift your pelvic floor. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, same pace. And exhale, same pace. Half Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head. Reach up and stretch up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold back down over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, join your palms, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your side, stand tall, Tadasana. Full Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, lift your arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back and lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Then inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly with control. Point your feet, stretch your arms back, either bring your arms shoulder width or interlace your fingers behind your back and straighten your arms. And lift your chest and legs up, Shalavasana. Doesn't have to be a deep back bend. What's more important here is actually strength, using the strength of your back, using the strength of your abdominal muscles and your legs. Now keep your legs and chest up, place your palms underneath your shoulders, press down and forward and rock back until the tops of your feet touch the floor. Draw from your feet into your hips, and draw from your hips all the way up into your chest. Slide your shoulder blades down your back and lengthen through your neck. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your chest all the way back down. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Take one more inhale here. On your exhale, bend your knees and walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, join your palms, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your side, stand tall, Tadasana. Now, with your feet and legs all the way together, place your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your left leg and lengthen through your spine. Lift your right foot up, clasp your right ankle, and place the sole of your right foot up high on your inner left thigh. Join your palms together at the center of your chest. And again, draw from your left foot all the way up into your hips. And draw from your hips up through the crown of your head. Then stretch your arms up over your head, making your arms a continuation of that lift up through your body. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your palms down to the center of your chest. Lower your right leg down and lower both arms down by your sides. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee, turn your left leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your right leg and lengthen through your spine. Lift your left foot up, clasp your left ankle. Place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner right thigh and join your palms together at the center of your chest. Draw from your right foot all the way up into your hips and draw from your hips up through the crown of your head. And stretch your arms up over your head. Reach up, stretch up. With your arms, a continuation of the lift through your entire body. Bring your palms down to the center of your chest. Lower your left leg down and lower both arms down by your sides. Sorry, Namaskar B-ish. With your feet and legs all the way together, inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, reach down toward the floor. Inhale, lift your chest and arms up, Utkatasana. And exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Perhaps shift a little bit more weight back into your heels. Then inhale, curl your chest up and reach up. And a couple more times, sit a little bit deeper. Shift your weight back into your heels. Inhale, curl your chest up and reach up. Okay, one more time, sit a little bit deeper still. Hug your inner thighs in, stretch your chest and arms up. Bring your belly down to your thighs. Clap your hands together. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, and sit as deep as possible. One more inhale here. Then exhale, either use your hands or not to sit all the way down. Stretch your legs forward. Interlace your fingers back behind your head for Ardha Navasana. Draw your belly button toward your spine and lean back. And bring your feet up until they're in line with your face. Hug your inner thighs in, stretch and lengthen all the way out to your toes, and look out beyond your toes. And perhaps even widen your elbows a little further apart. Yeah, one more breath. And then bring your legs back down to the floor, sit tall, Dandasana. We'll do that one more time. Interlace your fingers back behind your head, draw your belly button toward your spine, lean back, lift your feet up until they're in line with your face. Hug your inner thighs in, stretch and lengthen all the way out through your toes, and widen your elbows apart. Okay, then lower your legs all the way back down, sit tall, Dandasana, lean back, cross your shins, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply, exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, hug your right knee to your right armpit, curl in and forward. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to right nostril. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to upper left arm, come across your body. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. One more time, right knee to right armpit. Inhale, stay here. And exhale, stay. Inhale, swoop your right leg through and up to three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot up between your hands. Spin your left heel in and down and come up, warrior one. Either keep your gaze forward or draw your gaze up and join your palms. Anchor through your left heel and stretch up to your arms. One more inhale here, reach up. Then exhale, step back to plank, inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly with control. Point your feet, stretch your arms back, either keep them shoulder width or interlace your fingers, and inhale, come up, Shalabhasana. Lift your legs up, lift your chest up. Keep stretching back through your toes, keep on lifting your chest away from the floor. Now, keep your legs and chest up. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, press down and forward and rock back until the tops of your feet touch the floor. Drop from your feet into your hips, and drop from your hips all the way up into your chest. Keep your legs and abdomen strong, lower your chest back down. Walk your hands a couple more inches down the sides of your rib cage. Come up through cobra. Press down through your feet and your hands. Lift your thighs off the floor. Bend your elbows a little. Then draw the fronts of your shoulders back and broaden through your chest. Straighten your arms again and look up slightly. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, hug your left knee to your left armpit, curl in and forward. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. Exhale, left knee to left nostril. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. Exhale, left knee to upper right arm. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. One more time, left knee to left armpit. Inhale, stay. And exhale, stay. Inhale, swoop your left leg through and up to three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior one. Either keep your gaze straight forward or draw your gaze up and join your palms. Anchor through your right heel and stretch up to your arms. And take another breath here. Last inhale, reach up. Exhale, place your hands down onto the floor. Step back to plank, inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly with control. Point your feet, stretch your arms back, shoulder width. Or interlace your fingers behind your back and straighten your arms. Come up, Shalabhasana. Stretch back to your toes. Lift your chest up. Keep your legs and chest up away from the floor. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Press down and forward as you rock back. Then press down to your feet. Draw from your feet up into your chest. Keep your legs and abdomen strong as you lower your chest back down. Walk your hands a couple more inches down the sides of your rib cage. Come up through Cobra. And press down to your hands and your feet. Lift your thighs off the floor. Bend your elbows a little. Draw the fronts of your shoulders back and broaden through your chest. Straighten your arms and even look up slightly. Upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Then inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Point your feet. Slide your forearms forward, coming into Sphinx position. Then first, interlace your fingers. Inhale, broaden through your chest. On your exhale, curl your toes under, lift your hips up, come into forearm plank. Inhale, lower your hips down, point your feet and broaden through your chest. 2 more times like that. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up, and lower your hips down, point your feet and broaden through your chest. Last time, curl your toes under, lift your hips up. Pause for a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Oh, stay on. 1 more inhale. Okay, exhale, lower your hips down, point your feet. Inhale, broaden through your chest. Okay, so keeping in mind what it felt like in the lower abdominal region, release the interlacing of your fingers and lay your palms down onto the floor again. Press down through your feet, strengthen your legs. Now, without lifting your hips up away from the floor, peel your belly, low belly up away from the floor. Lightly tone your buttocks and stretch your buttocks towards your heels. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, and then relax your belly again, down toward the floor. Notice where you feel it mostly in the back bend. So I feel it right in the low back. It's pinching there. So this is to get the pinching out of the low back. Straighten your legs, strengthen your legs, and then peel your low belly up away from the floor. Lightly tone your buttocks and stretch toward your heels. Okay, and then relax again. We're gonna add a piece to that. Hug your right heel in toward your right hip. Draw your left forearm across your chest. Stretch your right arm back and clasp the inner edge of your right foot. Then from here, before you do anything else, again, peel your belly up away from the floor, lightly tone your buttocks, then hug your right heel in and down for a quad stretch. Quad stretch called half frog pose, Ardha Dekhasan. Take 1 more breath on this side, and then slowly release the clasp on your right foot, and come back into Sphinx pose. Hug your left heel towards your left hip, reach your left hand back, clasp the inner edge of your foot, and draw your right forearm across your chest. Strengthen your legs. Peel your low belly up away from the floor. Lightly tone your buttocks. And then hug your left heel in and down toward your outer left hip. And breathe. Make your breath steady and calm. 1 more breath. Slowly release the clasp on your left foot. And come back into Sphinx pose. And exhale, slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, come up, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, lower your chest all the way back down. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Take 1 more inhale here. On your exhale, bend your knees and walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your knees, come up, Utkatasana. And exhale, stand, lower your arms all the way down by your sides. With your feet and legs together, place your hands on your hips. This time, bend your right knee, come to the ball of your right foot. Stretch your right arm along your side and bring it back behind your hips. Kick your right foot into your right hand and clasp. Hug your inner thighs in to touch. Stretch your left arm forward so it's parallel to the floor. Then keep your chest mostly upright, so keep on lifting up through your sternum as you kick straight back and up. Try to draw your right thigh up toward parallel to the floor for a variation of dancer pose, Natarajasana. And kick back into your right hand and stretch forward more with your left arm. And kick back into your right hand, stretch forward with your left arm. A couple more times, kick back, stretch forward, kick back, and stretch forward. Keep kicking into your right hand as you come all the way back out of the pose. And lower both arms. Second side. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee, come to the ball of your left foot. Stretch your left arm along your side and bring it back behind your hips. Kick your left foot into your left hand. Hug your inner thighs in to touch. Stretch your right arm forward so it's parallel to the floor. And again, keep your chest lifting up. Keep yourself mostly upright. And kick back and up. Draw your left thigh up until it's close to parallel to the floor, as close to that as you can get. Then kick straight back into your left hand. And stretch forward more with your right arm. And kick back into your left hand. Stretch forward with your right arm. Kick back, stretch forward. Kick back and stretch forward. Keep kicking into your left hand as you come out. And then lower your left foot all the way down next to your right. If your feet came apart, bring them all the way back together. Stretch your arms up over your head, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, and bend your knees, Utkatasana. Inhale, curl from the bottom tips of your shoulder blades up through your arms. And 2 more times, sit a little deeper. Inhale, curl your upper chest up, reach up. Last time, sit a little deeper. Curl your upper chest up and reach up. Bring your belly down to your thighs and stretch your arms forward. Hug your inner thighs in, sit deeper, reach forward, sit deeper. 1 more inhale, reach. Either use your hands or not to sit all the way down. Stretch your legs forward. Same thing as a moment ago, interlace your fingers back behind your head. Draw your belly button toward your spine and lean back. Bring your feet up until they're in line with your face. Ardha Navasana. And stretch from your inner thighs all the way out through your toes. If you want to increase the intensity, widen your elbows apart. Okay, and lower your legs down. Sit tall in Dandasana. 1 more just like that. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Draw your belly button towards your spine, lean back. Bring your feet up until they're in line with your face. Hug your inner thighs in, stretch out, reach out. Maybe widen your elbows further apart. Then lower your legs all the way down. Sit tall, Dandasana. Lean back, cross your shins, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, hug your right knee to your right armpit, curling in forward. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to right nostril. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to upper left arm. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. 1 more time, right knee to right armpit. Inhale here, and exhale, stay. Inhale, swoop your right leg through and up. Exhale, place your right foot up between your hands and come up into Warrior 2. Ground down through both feet, spread and lengthen through your arms. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. And take a breath, stretch from your right hip all the way out through your right hand. Inhale, come back up through Warrior 2. Exhale, side angle pose, either forearm to thigh, fingertips to the floor, or hand down to a block. Draw your left arm over your face in a diagonal angle and peek up underneath your arm. Inhale, come back up through Warrior 2. Straighten your right leg, come into triangle pose. Tip your torso to your right, either hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, or hand down to a block. Keep lifting up through the muscles of your legs as you look up. Look down towards your right foot, bend your right knee, come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your right foot all the way up into your right hip. Stretch your left heel back and stretch forward through the crown of your head. You can stay here, or for a back bend element here, bend your left knee, reach back, clasp the outer edge of your left foot with your left hand and kick back. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. And if you took the clasp, slowly release it, stretch your left leg straight. Bring your left fingertips down to the floor, square your hips toward the floor, and come into standing split. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, walk your hands back by the sides of your right foot, fold your face in as you stretch your left heel higher. Walk your hands forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple little hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. And if and only if, sounds like a fun, good idea this early to you. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog, so begin to make your way there. And breathe. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, hug your left knee to your left armpit, curling in forward. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. Exhale, left knee to left nostril. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. Exhale, left knee to upper right arm. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. And left knee to left armpit. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Inhale, swoop your left leg through and up. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior two. Root down through both feet, lengthen and spread your arms apart. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior, tip your torso over your right leg, stretch from your left hip out through your left hand. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose, either forearm to thigh, fingertips to the floor, or hand down to a block. Stretch your right arm over your face in a diagonal angle, peek up underneath your right arm. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Straighten your left leg and come into triangle pose. Tip your torso to your left, either hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, or hand down to a block. Keep the muscles of your legs really strong as you turn your chest up. Look down toward your left foot. Bend your left knee. Come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your left foot into your left hip. Stretch your right heel back, the crown of your head forward. And you can stay here, or for a back bend element, bend your right knee, reach back with your right hand, clasp the outer edge of your right foot, and kick back. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. If you took the clasp, slowly release it. Stretch your right leg straight. Bring your right fingertips down to the floor. Square your hips toward the floor. And come into standing split. Walk your hands back by the sides of your foot and fold your face in if you want to deepen the stretch. Then walk your hands back forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. It's an if and only if that sounds like a fun idea. This early in the morning. Okay, we'll meet in downward facing dog, so begin to make your way there if you haven't already. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Point your feet, stretch your arms back, either shoulder width or interlace your fingers. Come up into Shalabhasana. Keep your legs and chest up. Place your palms underneath your shoulders. Press down and forward and rock back until the tops of your feet touch the floor. Draw from your feet all the way up into your chest and slide your shoulder blades down your back. That's it. Now, keep your legs and abdomen strong. Lower your chest back down. Bend your knees, point your toes up toward the ceiling. Reach one hand back at a time. Clasp the outer edges of your feet. Then kick back. Lift your chest up. Kick up toward the ceiling. Peel your thighs off the floor. Coming into bow pose, Dhanurasana. And just get as deep as you can. Doesn't have to be a super deep back bend, but the stretch, it's like you're not kicking too much. The stretch will be good, right? Through the front of your chest, through your spine. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your thighs all the way back down. Then place your palms underneath your shoulders. Straighten your legs, press the tops of your feet into the floor. Inhale, come up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower your chest all the way back down. Okay, now slide your forearms forward. You're gonna stay here for another moment. Hug your right heel in toward your right hip. Draw your left forearm across your chest. Stretch your right arm back, clasp the inner edge of your right foot. Before you do anything else, peel your low belly up away from the floor and tone your buttocks. Hug your right heel down toward your outer right hip. Now, point your elbow up toward the ceiling. Right, that's thing one. Thing two, if you can, swivel your fingers so that they are pointing the same direction as your toes. And even curl your fingers over the tops of your toes. If none of that makes sense, just decide to just get the clasp that you can and get the stretch that you can. And then slowly release the clasp on your right foot and come into Sphinx pose. Hug your left heel towards your left hip. Draw your right forearm across your chest. Stretch your left arm back and clasp the inner edge of your left foot. And from here, peel your low belly up away from the floor. Strengthen your legs, tone your buttocks, and hug your left heel down toward your outer left hip. And point your left elbow up toward the ceiling. And if you have the flexibility, the ability, swivel your fingers so they point the same direction as your toes and curl your fingers over the tops of your toes. This is a shoulder flexibility thing, so if it's not happening today, don't try to force it, right? Just get the stretch that feels manageable. And then slowly release the clasp on your left foot. Place your palms underneath your shoulders. This time, curl your toes under. Inhale. Exhale, press down, come up plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands. Strengthen your legs and come up into crescent lunge. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers. On your exhale, lower your left knee down toward the floor and hover and straighten. Exhale, lower down and hover. And inhale, straighten. Last time, lower down, hover. And inhale, straighten. This time, touch all the way down, come down softly, point your left foot, place your hands on your hips. You can pad the back knee if desired. Then shift your weight back so your left thigh is vertical. Lengthen your buttocks down, lift your low belly in and up. Bend your right knee a little deeper. Hug your elbows in toward one another. Then draw from your left foot all the way up into your hips. Zip from your pubic bone all the way to your sternum. Come up over and back and lean back. Anjaneyasana. Take one more breath here. And tone your belly to lift your torso back up. Place your hands down onto the floor. Step back plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot all the way up between your hands and come up into crescent lunge. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers. And bend your right knee, lower down and hover. And inhale, straighten. 2 more times, bend your right knee, lower, hover. And inhale, straighten. And lower, hover. And inhale, straighten. This time, come all the way down, touch down softly, point your right foot, place your hands on your hips, shift your weight back until your right thigh is vertical. And if you'd like, pad the back knee. Lengthen your buttocks down, lift your low belly in and up, then bend your left knee a little deeper. Hug your elbows in toward one another to broaden through your chest. Draw from your right foot into your hips. Zip from your pubic bone to your sternum. Come up over and back. Lean back a little. Anjaneyasana. Keep your legs strong and your belly strong. And tone your belly more to lift your torso back up. Place your hands down onto the floor. Step back plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, last piece here. Inhale, shift forward plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Okay. Now, the next piece will come from Dhanurasana and then do a little movement toward Bekasana from Dhanurasana. And in fact, before we get rolling, peek in this direction. I'm just going to show you what it's going to look like. So Dhanurasana, you'll bring one thigh down, take your hand to the inner edge, bring one leg into Bekasana, like we practice, and then kick the other leg up. It's called Garandasana. And then after we do that, one time we'll rest, and you'll have the option of bringing both sides down, one hand at a time, bringing both legs into Bekasana position, which this is full frog pose. So those are the last 2 things. You should still be about right here. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. And then from here, press your pubic bone down toward the floor. Bend your knees, point your toes up toward the ceiling. Reach one hand back at a time. Clasp the outer edges of your feet. Kick back and kick up. Come into Dhanurasana. It doesn't have to be a deep back bend. Make it feel really strong and steady, manageable. Then lower your right thigh all the way down to the floor. Take your right hand up around your toes to the inner edge of your right foot, and then hug your right heel down toward your right hip, and kick your left foot up. Garandasana. Then bring your right hand back to the outer edge of your right foot and kick back up. Bring your left thigh down to the floor. Take your left hand up around your toes to the inner edge of your foot, and then hug your left heel down toward your left hip. Kick back up to your right foot. Bring your left hand to the outer edge of your left foot and kick up in Dhanurasana. Bring your thighs down to the floor. And then release the clasp on your feet. Stretch your legs straight. Bring your arms by your sides. Turn your head to your right. Rest your left ear on the floor. Okay, turn your gaze back forward. Last one. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Bend your knees, point your toes up toward the ceiling. Reach one hand back at a time. Clasp the outer edges of your feet. And kick back and up. Come into Dhanurasana, bow pose. Option to stay here. Option to go after Garandasana again, one leg at a time. Or if you're coming after Bekasana, full frog pose. Lower both thighs down. Take your right hand up around your toes to the inner edge and hug your right heel down. And take your left hand up around into the inner edge of your left foot and hug your left heel down. So I'm lifting your chest up as you hug your heels down. Okay, and then bring your hands back to the outer edges of your feet and kick up, Dhanurasana. Bring your thighs down to the floor. Release the clasp on your feet. Stretch your legs straight. Bring your arms by your sides. Turn your head to your left. Drape your arms by your sides. And turn your gaze back forward. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Come back up over your knees. And shift your hips to one side. Swing your legs forward and lie down on your back. Hook your right ankle over the top of your left thigh for a figure four stretch. And then bring your legs into your chest. Couple breaths here. And calmly switch sides. Hook your left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Bring your legs into your chest. Figure four stretch. And breathe deeply. Breathe evenly. And lower both feet back down. Stretch your arms out by your sides. Then lift your legs up. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. Draw your legs down to your right for a simple twist. Look over your left shoulder. And take a couple more breaths. Inhale, come back up through center and draw your legs down to your left. Twist your chest to your right. Look over your right shoulder. And breathe. Inhale, come back up through center. Hug your thighs into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug. For getting up this early, for working hard. And then slowly release the clasp on your legs. Extend your legs out fully. Bring your arms by your sides. Make any small adjustments needed in your body to get comfortable. And we'll at least take a couple breaths here. So deepen your breath. And if you do have more time and the desire to stay here longer, please do. If you need to be done for now, as I do, sit up. And this is where we'll end. Thank you for the gift of your company today. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. That was fun. So this is actually going to be a good warm-up for the class that starts at 9. So I hope to see some of you there. We will be working backbends again, and we'll take it just a little bit further. So that would be cool. I also wanted to tell you all that I have an online course that's probably going to be launching sometime next week through the Maze method. If you're not on my email list already, if you want to be, you can go to NicholeChaseYoga.com and sign up for my email list just to make sure that you get information about that and about workshops and things I have coming up. All right, all. Love ya. Good work. Sending lots of love and wishes for health and happiness and sanity in these times. And I hope to see you again very soon, maybe in less than a half an hour. Thanks all. Love you.